Okay, so before we start, let me tell you that this is something you need to plan in advance because you need the shot to be in a certain way and you need to have certain shots for this to work. So the first shot you need is the green screen shot. And you're gonna set your camera on a tripod and you're gonna frame it however you want, right? But you can't move the camera. So you're gonna take the green screen shot, anything you need, right? Once you finish that without moving your camera, then you need to take the shots that you will use for the background. So I have my green screen shot. I also have a time lapse and I also have a normal speed shot. And if you can see, these are in the exact same angle, right? Now, if you notice, to make it different and to make it stand out a little bit more, I asked the artist to wear different shirts for each of these background shots. We're gonna work first on the green shot because it's the one that requires the most work. Now, the first thing we wanna do is that we're just gonna make a rough mask here so that we can isolate the green. You know, I don't want this part right here because I'm not gonna be able to remove that, right? So we just go here and you wanna make this mask in a way that if the artist moves, he will still be within the mask. Anything that will go past the mask, obviously, will not be shown. We're just gonna feather that a little bit, and you're gonna go to effects here, and you're gonna look for the ultra key effect. Boom. Now the way this works is that I get to tell this effect what is the color that we're trying to remove. So I'm gonna select the picker thing here, and I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna pick this part. So you can already see that, you know, it's been removed, but we have some residues here that we need to work on. So there's a few options to do this. So under settings, under the ultra key settings, you're gonna go to aggressive. Boom. And that's gonna take care of most of it, right? Now, if you still have some residues here, then you wanna go ahead and go to matte cleanup. And then you can start playing with these sliders, fine tune what's being picked by the effect so you can remove this thing, right? And you're gonna play with these settings until you get to remove these, you know, residues here. See here? All right, now if you want to do this, the best way to do it is to go here to output and from composite go to alpha channel, because it will just show, you see, I didn't see this part right here. I didn't see I had that problem here. Now when it comes to contrast, we're just gonna play with this, and there's not like a settings that I can give you that will make everything go away. You have to play with this until you find something you like. So once we have the green screen dialed in, then we're gonna work on the two background clips that we have in this case. So the way I work with them is that I go here on my time lapse, which is the one on top, and I just make this 50% transparent. And I'm just doing this because I want to be able to see the clip underneath and see like what is this guy doing versus what the other guy is doing, because I don't want to have them both in the same position at the same time. Now the one thing you want to do to take this step further is that you want to color grade this. So let's go ahead and add an adjustment layer, and as you probably know, I'm not going to spend 3 hours color grading this because it will be a pretty boring tutorial. Then we go to the color tab, and what I'll do is that I'll just find a LUT that'll work for this. Alright, so I just added a LUT here to the adjustment layer, And something I like to do to all my videos is to add some vignettes. So I will most likely go to minus 2.5 and then feather that to 60 here. Just to add a little bit, you see, it helps you focus on the center of the screen. All right, so that's a shot. You know, it is simple yet effective and unique in terms of, we shot the whole thing inside of his bedroom. So I needed to come up with different ways that I can make the music video interesting, because the lazy way of just shooting one angle, then the other angle, then the other angle only is not going to cut it. Obviously, we have 4 points of view that we can use, but if we want to make it interesting, we want to find different ways to show the bedroom in this case. So this is one of the techniques I used, and I also make time lapses with a lot of normal speed clips, and basically, add that variety to the music video. I also use masking, and that's going to be for another tutorial. But when you put 2, 3 techniques like this together, and then you get a different interesting camera angles, then you end up with something more interesting than just a shot of him standing in front of a wall. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. I usually create content for rappers so they can understand how to get the most out of their low budget music videos. But this is more oriented for beginner videographers. So if it's something you want to see more of, then you need a like and comment so that I know it's something you want to see more of. Otherwise, I'll just go back to do the same thing that I do. And remember, low budget music videos don't have to suck. Peace.